You reach for a sugar-free drink, thinking you're making a smart choice for your health after 60. But what if that single, seemingly innocent choice is the very thing silently destroying your manhood from the inside out? The shocking truth about this common drink will be revealed in this video. Welcome back to Cine Health, the channel focused on decoding the science behind men's health after 60. There's a troubling reality, a silent frustration that many men experience, but rarely discuss a gradual, unexplained decline in their vitality. It's a quiet anxiety that builds when desire isn't what it used to be, or a lack of confidence that emerges from unstable erections. If this sounds familiar, please know that you are not alone. And more importantly, this is not an irreversible part of aging. It is a problem with a cause and therefore a solution. Today we are going to pull back the curtain and unmask a hidden culprit found in almost everyone's kitchen. First, we will dive deep into the scientific mechanism, the hard evidence that explains exactly how it devastates both the endocrine and vascular systems. And most importantly, in the second half of this video, we will arm you with a clear, actionable plan complete with scientifically proven alternatives that can help you not just stop the damage, but begin to restore what has been lost. The drink we are talking about, the one masquerading as a health-conscious choice, is diet soda, and by extension, any beverage that relies on the artificial sweetener aspartame. To truly understand the damage, we first need to look at the physical mechanics of an erection. It's a hydraulic event, a marvel of biological engineering. Picture your blood vessels, particularly the arteries leading to the penis, as a network of soft, flexible rubber pipes. For a strong, lasting erection, these pipes must be able to relax and expand to their full capacity, allowing a surge of blood to rush in and create intense pressure. The ability of these pipes to expand on command is everything. But this drink acts like a slow, corrosive acid, causing the delicate inner lining of those pipes to become stiff, brittle, and unresponsive over time. That lining is critically important. It's a single layer of cells called the endothelium. These cells are the microscopic factories that produce nitric oxide, the single most important signaling molecule for vasodilation, which is the scientific term for the relaxing and widening of blood vessels. When your brain sends a signal of arousal, it's nitric oxide that acts as the messenger, telling the smooth muscles in your arteries to relax, opening the floodgates for blood to flow. Without an adequate supply and release of nitric oxide, that signal is lost in translation. The command is given, but the machinery fails to respond. So, where does aspartame fit into this delicate process? When you consume it, your body metabolizes it into several compounds, one of which is methanol. Methanol, in turn, is converted into formaldehyde, a well-known cellular toxin and recognized carcinogen. This isn't speculation. This is basic, undisputed biochemistry. The presence of formaldehyde in the body triggers a state of severe oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as a form of relentless cellular rust. This rust creates widespread inflammation and directly attacks the fragile endothelial cells lining your blood vessels. Studies published in reputable peer-reviewed journals like Redux Biology have explicitly linked this process of formaldehyde-induced oxidative stress to significant endothelial dysfunction. When the endothelium is damaged, its ability to produce nitric oxide plummets. Your system of pipes loses its flexibility and can no longer respond to your brain's commands. The result is insufficient blood flow to the penis, leading to weak, short-lived erections, or even the complete inability to achieve one at all. And that's only the damage to your physical hardware. The way it attacks the command center in your brain is even more insidious. If the erection is the hardware, then your libido, your desire, is the software controlled by the brain. It's the initial spark, the psychological impulse that sets everything else in motion. This drink acts like a malicious virus, corrupting the very code that runs that software. The same metabolites from aspartame that damage blood vessels can also cross the blood-brain barrier, gaining access to your neurological command center. Animal studies published in journals such as Reproductive Toxicology have raised significant concerns that high-dose aspartame consumption can interfere with the levels of key neurotransmitters, particularly dopamine and serotonin. Dopamine is often called the motivation molecule or the neurotransmitter of anticipation and reward. It is the chemical that drives you to seek out pleasurable experiences. It's what makes you want intimacy long before the physical act begins. It fuels the thoughts, the anticipation, and the emotional drive that we collectively call libido. When this delicate chemical balance in the brain is disrupted by foreign agents, the very source code for your desire gets corrupted. The desire switch in your brain begins to dim. You may find yourself feeling flat apathetic or simply not having those natural urges you once took for granted. Many men attribute this to stress fatigue or simply getting older. But it can often be a direct physiological result of a chemical agent from the outside interfering with their internal biological machinery. So, as we can clearly see, this drink is a devastating two-front attacker. It wages a physical war on your hardware by crippling your blood vessels, and it simultaneously launches a chemical assault on your software by disrupting the brain's signals that control your desire. This is a difficult truth to hear, especially if this drink has been a daily habit for years. But understanding the enemy is the first and most critical step to victory. And the good news is our bodies have an incredible innate capacity for recovery once we remove the offending agent. If you're finding this scientific information helpful, please take a moment to press the like button on this video. It's a simple zero-cost way to help the YouTube algorithm recognize this as valuable content, allowing it to spread to more men who need to hear this urgent message. Now, let's move on to the most important part, the action plan to replace and rebuild. The first step is simple, but it requires a firm decision. You must remove the source of the damage. Go to your refrigerator, your pantry, or your garage, and eliminate every can and bottle of diet soda and any other drink listing aspartame on its ingredients label. This isn't about moderation. It's about elimination. You cannot begin to rebuild a house while the saboteur is still inside. This single act of removal is the most powerful first step you can take, once the threat is removed. The process of rebuilding begins. This is not about deprivation. It's about strategic replacement. We will now introduce the rebuilding trio. 3 powerful evidence-backed alternatives designed to actively repair endothelial function and support hormonal balance. The first alternative is unsweetened green tea with a fresh slice of lemon. Green tea is rich in a class of powerful antioxidants called catechins, the most potent of which is known as EGCG. A comprehensive review published in the American Journal of Nutrition found that EGCG has a profound protective effect on endothelial cells, shielding them from the very oxidative stress we discussed earlier. It works by enhancing the activity of an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide synthase, which is the primary driver for producing nitric oxide. In simple terms, it helps your factories produce more of the key molecule needed for vasodilation. Adding a slice of lemon is not just for flavor. The vitamin C in lemon has been shown to increase the bioavailability of these catechins, meaning your body can absorb and utilize them several times more effectively. It's a simple synergistic combination that turns a pleasant drink into a therapeutic tool. The second alternative is pure unsweetened pomegranate juice. Pomegranate has been revered for centuries, but modern science is now confirming its status as a superfood for vascular health. Its power lies in its unique combination of antioxidants, including punicologens, which are not found in many other foods. These compounds are exceptionally effective at neutralizing free radicals. A significant clinical trial, published in the International Journal of Impotence Research, studied men with mild to moderate erectile dysfunction. The group consuming pomegranate juice daily showed a statistically significant improvement in erectile function compared to the placebo group. The researchers attributed this to the juice's ability to boost nitric oxide levels and reduce the oxidative damage that stiffens arteries. It is crucial, however, that you choose 100% pure juice with no added sugar, as sugar itself is another major contributor to vascular inflammation. The third powerful alternative is water infused with watermelon and ginger. This combination targets the nitric oxide pathway from a different yet equally important angle. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of an amino acid called L-citrulline. Inside your body, your kidneys convert L-citrulline into larginine, which is the direct precursor, the raw building block for nitric oxide. Consuming L-citrulline is actually more effective at raising L-arginine levels in the blood than taking l'arginine itself. Paired with watermelon is ginger. A study published in the International Journal of Reproductive Biomedicine suggested that ginger may help support testosterone levels naturally, partly by increasing blood flow to the testes and reducing oxidative stress within the testicular tissue itself. This combination therefore provides the raw material for erections while also supporting the hormonal system that drives desire. Now, for an advanced technique to maximize the benefits of these drinks, the 10-minute rule, whether it's green tea or pomegranate juice, do not gulp it down quickly. Instead, sip it slowly over a period of about 10 minutes. This allows for a slower, more sustained absorption of the antioxidants and other beneficial compounds into your bloodstream. A rapid influx can lead to a significant portion being filtered out and excreted by the kidneys before it has a chance to work. A small change in how you drink can make a big difference in the results you see. The most important thing to remember is this: the label sugar-free does not automatically mean it is good for your sexual health. Diet soda with its payload of artificial sweeteners can be a hidden enemy to your vitality. By eliminating it, you stop the daily assault on your body. By replacing it with natural, functional beverages, you begin to provide your body with the tools it needs to repair and rebuild. Imagine just 30 days from now after making this simple switch. The changes may be subtle at first, but then you might start to notice them. A flicker of desire in the morning that you haven't felt in years. A newfound sense of energy and confidence that isn't just in your head, but in your body. A stronger, more reliable connection during moments of intimacy. This isn't a miracle. It is the predictable biological result of removing a toxin and supplying the body with what it needs to heal itself. You are giving your body a chance to win again. Now that you know the drink you must avoid, the next logical step is to uncover the dangerous foods that might also be sabotaging your progress. To protect yourself completely, click the thumbnail now showing on your screen to watch the next video in this critical series. Urologist warns.